NAS stands for Network Attached Storage. It is basically a headless or monitorless PC that handles primarily storage. It's not something people need in general. I did not need it either. I simply set up a second PC assembled from leftover parts as a media PC, plus some HDDs on it, and be done with my storage needs. However, after I started to take YouTube seriously, it was when I started to film things in 4K. 4K files are huge. They go over 10 gigabytes very easily. This was when I started to think about building a proper NAS. And I have built a 30 terabyte unraid NAS with 4 10 terabyte drives. A link to that build is in the description. I built it with Johnsbow N2 NAS case. You can see it over here. It's connected via Powerline Internet. It has been serving me well for about a year, but I knew that I wanted a proper case for it. For me, a proper case means a rack mount case, and a NAS rack mount case is really expensive, if purchased in North America market. This 2U NAS chassis you see here, it cost me $250 Canadian total, shipping and tax all included. It's really cheap for what it is, because I'd normally be paying at least twice if not more. I am sure that you can guess where it is from. Yes, it's from China. I conducted rigorous research on which case I was going to choose, contacting sellers for information and whatnot. I ordered this chassis 2 months ago and it arrived finally. Due to its size and weight, shipping by air was too expensive to even consider, so this came through an ocean. I was somewhat afraid of a possibility that I might not get what I was hoping to purchase, but I got what I ordered exactly. I was impressed, to be honest. In fact, it is better than what I expected. I sourced this from Alibaba. It's a sister site of AliExpress, but focuses on more industrial products. For rack mount related stuff, Alibaba is just better. This chassis is from Shenzhen Innovision Technology Co. if you wish to get your hands on it. It has numerous options you can choose, like front USB type and hard drive backplane type. I chose USB 3 and SATA. You can choose SAS if you want at a slightly higher cost. One of criteria I wanted from the chassis was that a power supply location must be on the left, and that it must be able to accept standard ATX power supply. The reason I want it to be on the left is due to ease of cabling. All cables will be contained to the left. I will be using a SFX power supply as well. With its smaller size, I am able to hide some of cables underneath the power supply. I've been preparing for this build ever since I made the purchase. I acquired some short SATA cables. I've had the 80mm fans for years though. Anyway, the original fans are secured via rubber pins like those from Noctua. I think they are too short for my needs. Well, there goes $9. Anyway, I don't think I need to install 3. Just 2 will suffice. Alright, it's time to dismantle my old NAS. It has 4 10TB HDDs. I am just going to relocate everything into the new case. I am currently using 6.5 terabytes out of 30 terabytes, so I won't be needing to add more drives for a while. The current setup is that 3 are storage drives and 1 is parity. I plan to add 1 more parity drive and 3 more 10 terabyte, making my new NAS having 60 terabyte capacity with 8 drives with a tolerance for 2 drive failures at once. The CPU is Ryzen 3 400G, which is more than enough for this. However, it should be noted that the speed of Ryzen 3 400G is almost on par with Intel Celeron N100. Its only advantage is that it has SMT, thus 8 threads. What I am trying to say here is that AMD's Zen Plus is showing its age. Thankfully, I have an upgraded path should I need a better CPU. I got this ASRock AM4 ITX motherboard for just 99 Canadian dollars a few years ago. Prices for recent motherboards are just absurd. So I am booting it up before closing the case and installing it in my 15U rack. Everything looks good so far. There is always the fear of something going wrong when moving things over. This fear is especially true for servers. I've seen servers that ran for years perfectly fine die after relocation. Here we are. My 15U rack is now complete. The top rig is my main computer with i5-13600T. The middle one is my media PC with i5-12400T. It's in a 1.5U chassis and is another case from China. The bottom one is what I've worked on in this video. I've installed rack drawers below, so nothing to see. It has taken me years to finally complete my 15U rack. Finding the right cases was the hardest part, although making things work in such cramped space was another ordeal entirely, which is why I am utilizing T-class CPUs here. I tried to make Ryzen 7900 Non-X in a 2U case, but it just didn't work. Anyway, that's it for this video. Thank you for watching and please subscribe.